Chapter 12, The Morning After. The morning after Cole and Daphne's anniversary party, you wake up from a deep sleep to the sound of knocking at the door of your hotel room. You're alone in bed, and it takes you a moment to remember what happened. You can still smell his scent, feel his warmth. Cole and it wasn't all a dream, right? You don't have long to reminisce, though, as the knocking grows louder. Coming. You throw on some clothes and open the door to see a hotel worker pushing a cart laden with breakfast. Oh, did I order room service in my sleep? Actually, Miss Stone, it was your husband. He said you might be hungry. I'm not Miss Stone, Oh, you kept your maiden name. My apologies. Your husband had to go into work, but he wanted you to know that he extended the reservation. He instructed me to let you know that you can take as long as you need. The bill's already covered. How thoughtful of him. Thank you. As you sit down to breakfast, the events from last night replay in your head, dancing with Cole, walking in on Daphne. Your night of passion. I think I need some best friend time even more than I need this omelet. You shoot a quick text at Emmy, and she rushes over to your hotel room. What was so important that I skipped Pilates? 'Cause that class is fire. I'd figure you'd want to hear about who followed me to my room last night and who woke up next to me. Shut up. You and Cole slept together here? Yes. So much for ripping off the Band-Aid. One thing led to another, and the next thing I know, I'm inviting him to my room and, well, seducing him. Giving into my feelings. Where was Daphne when this was happening? That's the thing. She was with Harrison. I walked in on them, and they weren't taking pictures. Wow. That certainly puts a different spin on things. I know. Honestly, I'm pissed off. This whole time, Cole and I have been feeling so guilty, and all while Daphne's been cheating. Yeah, well, so haven't you two been, so whatever. You and Cole both deserve better. Do you think I should tell Cole about Daphne? I'm not sure. If she's willing to cheat, clearly she isn't worried about hurting people, which might include you. But doesn't Cole deserve to know? Of course, but the news would be better coming from her. Let her be the one to put the final nail in the coffin of our own marriage. So maybe I should talk to Daphne? She should know that someone knows her secret now. She has a photo shoot later today. I could talk to her since Cole won't be around. That sounds perfect, but what will you do if Cole and Daphne do actually call it quits? I guess we'll take things one day at a time. There's definitely a lot of things we have to figure out between the two of us. You rub your belly, not even wanting to think about what the split would mean for the baby. Well, figuring it's not Daphne's eggs and or other part. Yeah, no, it's not her baby. I've seen the way the two of you look at each other. I know you'll be able to make things work. I know the perfect thing to get your mind off of everything. One of my clients had a custom baby book made for their little one. Emmy shoves her phone in your face, showing a picture of the woman reading a book to her tiny infant. She said she wrote and illustrated the whole thing in a craft class. That's perfect for you. Well, that does seem creative and would require a lot of focus. Not to mention it would be a great way to tell Baby Stone her story one day at a time and decide how to convey your part in it. You cradle your bump affectionately, imagining your daughter reading all about how she came to be. Make a custom baby book. Not long after, you and Demi arrive at the children's boutique just in time for the workshop. You sit at a table, book material strewn about as you rack your brain for a story idea. Coming up with a perfect story is harder than I thought it'd be. Well, what do you want to tell Baby Stone? Something that shows that she's special and matters and doesn't need me to be anyone but herself? What about a superhero story or a supervillain story? Everyone loves a good origin story. We'll make Baby Stone a mischievous supervillain. I love a good villain. It'll be especially accurate when she's in terrible twos. But she'll need a sinister name to keep her true identity a secret. Something like Destructo Baby. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. We'll call her story The Evil Origins of Destructo Baby. You create the title page drawing a cartoony version of a supervillain baby on the front, breaking the Space Needle in half. You know, you should consider becoming a children's book illustrator. I had to do a double take and see if the Space Needle was still around. We'll see how the first book is received before we talk a career change. You beam with pride as you finish your drawing and then return to writing the story. Once upon a time, there was a baby who liked to get into trouble. In fact, she liked mischief more than anyone else. She should have some kind of magical sidekick. Of course, day by day, night after night, Destructo Baby could always count on... We don't have a cat. We got a stick, a dog, a curious robot. We'll go with robot. You draw a small flying robot over Destructo Baby's shoulder. Demi smiles at your illustration. Destructo Baby has superpowers and super smarts. Ah, so she made her robot sidekick. Yep. Destructo Baby always had her trusty robot peering over her shoulder, figuring out her enemy's weaknesses. Oh, so how'd she get her powers? One day, Destructo Baby went into an enchanted forest. In the forest, a magical being named Alyssa gave her powers. Alyssa loved Destructo Baby so much that she imbued Destructo Baby with some of her magic. You draw a magical cartoon version of yourself next to Destructo Baby. Demi smiles next to you. I can only imagine that this Allison person is beautiful, kind, and incredibly powerful. Naturally. Destructo Baby was truly a super now. She could run fast, lift a car with ease, and fly. Ooh, a robot sidekick can scan her enemies from the sky. Unfortunately, Destructo Baby used those powers to cause mischief and chaos. One day, she destroyed all of downtown Seattle because it made her laugh. What a mood. Yeah, no, listen, that's half of us every day, am I right? Everyone ran from her except a citizen named Cole. I don't know what's going to happen after Daphne and Cole talk. Better to err on the safe side and leave her out. Cole knew Destructo Baby's secret. She just needed to be shown love. And when he hugged Destructo Baby, her heart melted that day. All the chaos and mischief had been cleared away for good. I get it. We all need a super hug from time to time. Seattle was back to normal. Cole asked if Destructo Baby wanted to live with him forever. Destructo Baby said yes, and a true family was born that day. Destructo Baby and her trusty robot loved their new family. But Destructo Baby would never forget the kindness from Alyssa in the forest, right? Never. And she thinks back to the day they met. There's a special phrase from Alyssa that Destructo Baby always remembers. You take the pen, ready to write a message to Baby Stone, something that she'll never forget. You are loved. I'll accept it. You are loved. You write the phrase with a flourish, feeling a wave of emotion pass over you. Demi squeezes your shoulder affectionately. The end. Do you think she'll like it? Come on, Alyssa. She's gonna love it. I think so too. You close the book, your heart full of love. Later that day, you sit in the car on your way to Daphne's photo shoot, anxious about the upcoming confrontation. Your phone vibrates. When you see Cole's name, your body flushes with a pleasurable warmth, automatically recalling the way he made you feel last night. Hey, sorry I had to rush out this morning. How are you? Fine. Been hanging with Demi. You know, I don't know what's up with the app lately. It's just freezing for me lately. You doing okay? I know you wanted to talk last night. I can't tell him about Daphne before I've spoken to her. Demi's right. It could easily backfire. Not to mention finding out your wife is cheating on you over text wouldn't be great. Just wanted to let you know I've been thinking of you all day. And how exactly do you imagine me? Laid out before me like last night? Begging for me to kiss every inch of your naked body. You're certainly feeling devilish today. I just wish I was with you. I know exactly where my hands would be. Giggity. An ache starts to build in your core as you read through his messages. After finally giving in last night, the desire for him has only grown stronger. I bet you're rubbing your thighs together, crossing your ankles, wiggling your toes. Is that so? Wishing I'd satisfy that craving you're feeling. You bite your bottom lip, excited, your cheeks so warm to the touch, desire pulsing through you. He really wants to text right now? Look out the window, you're stuck in traffic, and the privacy screen is already up. Just say no, kids, because we know where this is gonna go. It's probably not a great idea to get riled up with Cole right before I confront Daphne. Brain check? Alright, I can wait, but it won't be easy. You'll be fine. When you arrive at Daphne's photo shoot, she's whispering with Harrison. Their bodies close. It takes a moment for Daphne to notice you. Alyssa, oh god, the baby isn't even here yet, and I'm already being uninterrupted at work. Work, right? Sorry, but I need to talk to you about something privately. Worry flits over Daphne's face, and she quickly covers it with a smile. Of course, just follow me to my dressing room. You follow her back, close the door behind you, point a gun to the back of her head and pull the trigger. What? Taking a deep breath before you speak. I know about you and Harrison. I saw you two together, and don't try to tell me it was nothing, Daphne. So it's none of your business how I handle my marriage. That's not handling your marriage, that's handling another man's junk. Daphne, you made it my business when you hired me. I'm pregnant with your baby, and you're not even invested in the marriage. Well, Cole isn't that invested either, is he? How can you say that? Please, don't act so innocent, Alyssa. I've seen the way you look at Cole. You can't fool me. Daphne, this is about you, not me. Stop deflecting. The point is you're cheating on Cole. The least you could do right now is own up to it. Alyssa? Suddenly, she deflates. She slumps onto the couch, distressed head in her hands. I know my marriage with Cole is over. If I'm honest, it's been over for a long time. Okay. Witnessing Daphne so vulnerable is shocking. You almost want to put your arm around her to comfort her, but you stop yourself. My mom's certain he's planning to divorce me, just shy of outlasting our prenup. I thought giving him the baby he wanted would be enough, but it isn't. It wasn't, and it isn't. With Harrison, I don't feel like I'm giving up my freedom inch by settling down and starting a family. I'm sorry. You're staying with him for the money? It's a lot of money, okay, and I've earned it. Marriage isn't some walk in the park, you know. I might have sympathized with you if I hadn't caught you cheating. What's your prenup say about that? Point taken. All I'm saying is it's complicated, okay? Cole's changed since you came into our lives. I thought it was just the baby, but really it's you. We haven't even been like that for each other in so long. Maybe not ever. Honestly, I don't even want the money anymore. At least not as much as I want to be free. To be happy. Well, then maybe you should own it up and talk to Cole and end it. So, what are you gonna do? I'll tell Cole the truth tonight. We both know it's over. It's time to stop putting off the inevitable. You make your way back to the house that evening. You feel lighter than you have in weeks, like a huge weight has been lifted off of you. Something tells me this is complete and utter bullshit. Here's the woman I've been waiting for. Cole whisks you into his arms, giving you an enthusiastic kiss. Wow, someone's happy to see me. Always. How are you feeling about everything? A quick jolt of worry slices through your happiness, but you don't want it to linger on it until Daphne has a chance to talk to Cole. Let's put a pin in this conversation until tomorrow, okay? If that's what you want. Besides, I've been looking forward to seeing you after we texted earlier. In fact, I got you something. You feel giddy as he picks up a jewelry box and hands it to you. I'm really hoping you'll like it. You open the box, lighting up when you see a silver bracelet glittering with a small purple gemstone. It's beautiful. Is that amethyst? It's the baby's birthstone, yeah. And I know how much you like whales. Oh, Cole. Thank you so much. Cole helps with the bracelet on and then bends down to kiss the inside of your wrist. I wanted to find some way to make you happy the baby will be here before you know it. I don't know how many chances we'll get. Well, you've made me more than happy, Cole. Thank you. He places a hand on your belly, sending a shiver down your spine. You lean in to try and kiss Cole when your stomach rumbles and the two of you share a laugh. These days, the way my heart is definitely through my stomach. Cole smirks and drops a promising kiss along the side of your mouth, across your jawline, down your neck. Maybe I can satisfy more than one craving for you. You close your eyes as he steals another kiss, the promise of mixing your various cravings heavy on his lips. Indulge in some pregnancy cravings. I think a quick snack is exactly what I need. Then I'll have you for dessert. I can definitely arrange that. Cole leads you into the kitchen, his warm hand on the small of your back, a small single piece of clothing separating his skin from yours. Carmen perks up from her spot at the sink, a bright smile on her face. Well, hello there. Sorry to burst in, Carmen. We just wanted to see if you might be able to satisfy some of Alyssa's cravings. Fair warning, some of them are a bit unconventional. Not an issue. You're welcome to anything in the kitchen has to offer. You know, I've heard it said that a woman's pregnancy cravings tell you what your child will be, or grow up to be. Well, I've been craving absolutely anything with meat. Whatever sweet and sugary thing I can find. And then there's like women out there who are like, listen, I need ice cream with pickles with shish kebab. Like, women's cravings during pregnancy is not just anything with meat or sweet and sugary. Like, this is how you know people picture-blurry have never been pregnant. Anything with meat. Like brisket, meatballs, both. According to folklore, that means she'll like sports. She'll need the energy from the protein. Maybe she'll be willing to play catch with her old dad then. Cole places a gentle hand on your bump as the two of you imagine your girl's future. Well, then, we shouldn't keep her hungry. I have some Italian meatballs and a brisket we can throw in a pot for some late-night stew. Your mouth waters at the idea of Cole feeding you a spoonful of piping hot, savory stew. You glance at Cole, and judging from the way his eyes darken with desire, you know he's thinking the same thing. Can I have a taste? Only if you play your cards right. As Carmen busies herself pulling out all the ingredients, you and Cole insist on helping her chop vegetables and prepare the broth. Every time her back is turned, you and Cole steal glances, the promise of being alone with him as enticing as the impromptu snack. It's nice having extra hands in the kitchen. This shouldn't take long at all. She throws in a few last ingredients and places a lid on the pot. There we go. Just let it simmer for about 20 minutes and it should be good to go. Oh, thanks, Carmen. I can't wait to try it. She heads towards the back door where her jacket hangs on a hook. You're grateful, but the anticipation of being alone with Cole thrums through you. Have a good night, Carmen. As her footsteps fade, Cole wraps his arms around you from your waist from behind. His lips are tender as he trails kisses down your neck. Your stomach rumbles beneath his hands and you can feel his smile between kisses. Why did I choose something that takes so long? Plot twist, Harrison's probably outside somewhere in a window taking pictures of you and Cole together, thus reversing everything you and Daphne talked about. So, I have time to do this. He spins you around and presses his mouth to yours in a searing kiss. You can taste his urgent need when his lips move with yours, when his tongue dances with yours. I see, but you need to be patient. With a sly smile, you pull away from him. We wouldn't want the food to burn. His lips quirk to the side, his eyes hooded with desire. Ah, yeah, the food. When you turn your back on him, he wraps his arms around you again, pulling you flush against him. You stifle a gasp as you feel his desire press into your lower back. His breath heats your neck, sending tingles down your spine. He presses fleeting kisses against your neck, leaving a fiery trail in his wake. Your head lolls back as need coils low in your belly. Oh. His hand cups your breast as he whispers sultry tones against your bare skin. I think we have... Just then, the kitchen timer goes off. You sigh, as much as you don't want to separate your body from coals. Your mouth waters at the aroma. You press a feather-like kiss against him, then pull away with a coy smile. Looks like your patience has paid off. You lift the lid of the pot. The savory smell of perfectly cooked brisket, meatballs, vegetables wafts up, making your head spin. This might be the best smell I've had in my entire life. Now that actually looks good. Carmen really knows what she's doing. You don't even wait for it to cool before you grab a spoon and dig in. Hang on, we don't want you to burn your mouth. He takes your wrist and blows gently on the food to cool it down. His eyes remain locked with yours, hunger apparent in his gaze. You take your first bite, tasting utter heaven in your mouth. Oh, God. The spices of the stew dance on your tongue, mixing with the buttery shreds of meat, an explosion on your taste buds. Is it everything you wanted? And more. Carmen doesn't mind making this a dozen more times before the baby comes. As you reach for another bite, you notice Cole's playful smile, watching you hungrily. I'll let him feed me. You hold out the spoon for him and open your mouth expectantly. He immediately obliges with a pleased smile. As he feeds you, you can't stop that groan that escapes your mouth. Every bite of the thick, delectable stew is better than the last. Oh, God. And here I thought I was the only one who could make you sound like that. As he pulls his hand away, you notice a smidge of sauce on his finger. What do we have here? You capture his finger in your mouth, your tongue slowly licking it off. He curses beneath his breath, his eyes on fire. Alyssa. Your tongue laps against his finger, earning you another groan. You love the way his eyes burn with a new type of hunger. When you're satisfied, you pull back with a mischievous grin. Now what? I got something adventurous picked out. Do you trust me? Well, I trust you completely. Great, now close your eyes. You close your eyes, trusting he would never feed you anything too wild. I'm trying really hard not to use a pun here or a joke. You bite your neck, then your collarbone. Maybe I should trust you more often. I'll be right back, stay here. You lean against the counter, listening to him rummage through the fridge in a cupboard nearby. When he returns, he slides a gentle hand up your neck and traces a thumb along your cheek. Here, open your mouth. You feel the press of something soft and cold against your lips. The taste of vanilla floods your tongue. Ice cream? And then another flavor takes over, something salty. Is that soy sauce? Open your mouth to surprise, looking at the spoon in front of you. You got it. I thought I'd indulge one of your cravings. I can't believe how good that is. He feeds you another bite and then chases away the cold with a kiss. You leave the ice cream to the side, forgotten as cold heat dances on your lips. I think I'm ready for you now. That can be arranged. Without another word, he's on you, his mouth sealing yours in a kiss that steals your breath away. His hands cradle your hips, and in one smooth movement, he lifts you onto the counter. You lock your legs around his waist, pulling him as close as possible. The apex of your thighs presses against his length. His desire for you clears day. I want you so badly, Alyssa. His hands light up your body, flirting with the hem of your clothing, then shifting to cup your breasts. You notice a can of whipped cream on the counter, discarding during Cole's rummage in the fridge. Do you trust me? smile that graces his face is wolfish as you hold up the can. He grinds into your hips before answering. Always. Cleavage seems so atypical. He watches in anticipation as you tilt your head back and spray some whipped cream on the hollow of your neck. What goes better with ice cream than whipped cream? Cole leans in to devour you eagerly. Does this make you the cherry on top? His mouth feels so good as it works its way from the base of your neck to your jaw, licking and sucking you clean. He grabs the can and sprays a dollop on your collarbone. His tongue laps at it, sending an ache all the way to the base of your spine. When you can't take it anymore, you pull him back to your lips into a searing kiss, tasting the cream on his tongue. God, Alyssa. He clutches the fabric at your waist, clearly wanting more. But before he does anything else, you hear footsteps approaching. Cole quickly hefts you off the counter as Carmen bustles through the door. Sorry, left my phone. How'd this dude turn out? You don't dare look at Cole next to you, afraid you might give yourself away. You plaster on a smile. It was just what I was craving. Come on, you could have been like, oh man, that was the best stew ever. And you could have made a conversation out of it, but no, you don't. Later that night, you settle in the living room waiting for Daphne to get home. You glance up at the front door every few seconds. Why can't Daphne already be here? I'm ready for her and Cole to talk. Soon, Cole joins you on the couch, his brow knits in confusion at your leg tapping nervously. What's got you so jumpy, Alyssa? Oh, just wondering when Daphne will be home. Hopefully soon. I need to talk to her. Did Daphne already mention something to him? No, because I'm sure he would have mentioned that to you. And also he wouldn't have jumped apart when Carmen entered. Cole takes your hand, his own warm, and to the touch, his expression grows serious as he holds your gaze. Look, last night was everything. It gave me the clarity I needed. I realize that I can't be with Daphne. I'm gonna tell her it's over. You should hear Daphne out first. Words come tumbling out of your mouth before you can stop them. Cole's eyebrows furrow at you. I have to make sure Cole gets a chance to hear everything from Daphne first. Why? Because... But, before you can say anything, the front door opens. Daphne and Estelle parade into the living room. Oh, Christ, she'll never do it with her mother. Estelle looks fired up, while Daphne's eyes are red-ringed. Estelle turns on you, her stare intense. Estelle, I didn't expect you over tonight. But I didn't expect to be here either, but here I am. Cole, if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to Alyssa and Daphne, girl talk, nothing that concerns you. Okay. I guess I'll go up to my studio if you need anything. We'll be fine. You give Cole a reassuring nod as he leaves. You know all will be right in the end. What did you need to talk to me about? Before Daphne can say anything, Estelle rounds on you, her anger out in full force. Let me make it clear, Alyssa. Your little ploy to claim what legally belongs to my daughter has failed. Daphne will not be ruining her future by divorcing her beloved husband. From the way Daphne glances at you guiltily, you figured she must have called her mother right after you left. Look, this doesn't involve you, Estelle. It very well does. This is my family, which you, Alyssa, are not a part of. My mom just wants what's best for us, Alyssa. Exactly. I don't know why you'd be so selfish trying to break up a family like this. Daphne's cheating on Cole and I'm the selfish one? Maybe I should just go tell Cole about Daphne and Harrison. You will not. If anything threatens Daphne's marriage before she outlasts the prenup, I will ruin you and Cole both. Your name will be plastered across the city as gold-digging homewrecker who used a baby to steal my daughter's life. You wouldn't dare. I would. After all, Daphne and her baby need to make money somehow, and Daphne won't be young forever. Once the baby's old enough to work, she can get started with pageants and photo shots. Until then, a messy divorce, no alimony from breaking the prenup would be bad for business. It's my job to look out for her interest, isn't that right, dear? Yes, Mom. I can't have Alyssa ruining my marriage for the good of myself and the baby. Oh, okay. Daphne, you told me you don't even want the kid. What do you think will happen when you do a divorce and this kid's already in the mix? Nothing you'll have to worry about. It'll be between me and my husband. You need to learn your place, Alyssa. You're just the surrogate. Your body tenses from Estelle's threats to Cole, to the baby, to you. You feel tightness in your lower back. The tension in your body sharpens. Suddenly you feel acute pain in your stomach. You grab your belly and grip to the couch to keep from keeling over. Estelle and Daphne freeze. Oh God, get me to the hospital. I think I'm having a contraction. I don't know what else to say. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description of the video. Just... Woo! Okay. Alright, I guess we'll find out next chapter if Daphne's going to have a conversation with Cole at all about anything. And if not, then basically Cole will probably end up having a discussion with Daphne because he was going to end it anyway. So, again, unnecessary drama that's completely and utterly pointless, and basically Daphne and Estelle are complete pieces of shit. Also, I'm just going to say this. If you valued your child at all, and valued, like, which would be far more, and I doubt, like, a guy who's, like, a Fortune 500, like, or higher CEO of a tech company is gonna be outwitted by a insta-derp model and a money-grubbing asshole mother. So I think he can beat them both with his hands tied behind his back. Also, I don't know how, like, I don't know how that would work. You know, the whole you ruining him when literally and figuratively you had an agreement for her to be a surrogate, and then Daphne was cheating. Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what, like, universe that makes sense, where you're gonna run everybody else's name through the mud, but that doesn't make sense. Also, the fact that you could totally, completely bluff and say you have proof. I'm just saying. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you all later. Peace out.